Namaste! Grand Rising Cardinal Signs, welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your next 48 hours. Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, Big Cat Wave. Let's dive in. Let's dive in. The planetary energies are as you kick your way into the next 48 hours. The moon, the skullduggerous moon, enters Aries. Bold, passionate and adventurous energies will be abounding today. However, when the Aries moon connects to Mars and Jupiter, it can create some extreme dreams or premonitions for you, darling dears. This is because Mars and Jupiter can cause some anxiety. Give yourself space and time to process your emotions. Spending time with your family or loved ones could feel physically draining if you don't ground and protect yourself. Relationships could feel like a full-on job today. Arguments are possible if you're not careful. Right, let's choose your runestone. Oh, you have Lagaz, represented by the Hangman in Tarot. On its face, this speaks about what? Despair as well as confusion, darling dear. It also speaks about someone not taking the high road in a situation. This is about someone feeling extremely stuck at this moment in time. Maybe a bit, how can I put it? Trying to put their emotions onto you, darling dear, at this stage of the game. Maybe they done did it and they want to blame you for it. Well, they better find you obstreperous, darling dear, with the truth roof. Pinkies up. Yes, baby. The Hangman, represented by water, Neptune energy. It also speaks about an illness. Somebody's coming out of an illness. Maybe it's been a viral infection. I'm getting something to do with the head. Something above the neck. It also speaks about what? Somebody using escapism to deal with all of their issues over the next 48 hours. Escapism could mean anything. It could mean anything from drugs, alcohol, or maybe what? Avoidant, or even the passive aggressive. Be on the alert, darling dear. I told you. The skullduggerous moon, forming some form of a heinous trine with Mars and Jupiter, is going to what? Have arguments abounding. Lagaz, represented by the letter L, the numbers 99 and 15. Your oracle message for the next 48 hours. Let's give it a good shufti. I'm using the Mermaid Oracle Tarot. Oh, memories. Memories, darling dears. You have to remember, sometimes the memories that you have are liars to your own self. You have to realize that some memories need to be what? Laid to rest. Yes, baby, dodo dead. And it's also about someone reminiscing about behaviors. We see the Hangman already. They're stuck on what they done did to you, darling dear. Well, that's their biznae. Nothing to do with you, big cat. If they crossed you, they're about to be crossed off. And they don't like it. Someone is feeling really stuck on you, darling dear. This also, I'm feeling an overwhelming of emotion as well as isolation. A lot of negative energy abounding around you, or it could be you, my dear big cat. Does this card want to stand up? Yes, it does. Base of the deck, we've got what? Asks for help. Some people may be feeling what? A bit of cognitive dissonance. Some of you may even need to seek some kind of psychological help in the form of counseling or a trusted advisor. Also, you can ask your ancestral team to help you, give you signs, clear signs of your next step forward. Let me just put the music down a little bit so it doesn't overpower me. Base of your deck, we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, if it's not your progeny, darling dears, this also speaks about you being what, a student, finding out some kind of information. It also speaks about what, somebody possibly spying on you, darling dear, not happy with what you've got going on. The Page of Swords in the upright, darling dears, it also speaks about unexpected messages, maybe an invite coming through for some of you over the next 48 hours. But you have to remember, it's coming from people or personages that are curious about what you've got going on. This is about you being on the alert, but not being defensive about it, being direct and saying no if you don't wish to what, go into such a melee. Not every invite must you attend, my dear big cat. This wanted to come through. Find out what this is. Yes, baby. Turning your back on what? Negative situations, realizing there's a push and a pull. A pull of wanting you to stay stuck in the past, possibly memories resurfacing. Memories that are what? Mind corrupting, darling dear. You have to what? Look at the bigger picture and realize that you have the whole world in your hands. This is releasing temporary, toxic situations. The Two of Wands in the upright also speaks about you taking an assessment of the progress you've made so far, making choices that are going to what? Reflect the actions or the steps you've taken up to this point. This also speaks about you being more determined to move forward with your life. Looking towards your future, the plans that you've made. Clarify the Two of Wands, please. Okay, thank you. Yes, baby. Whomsoever you're leaving behind in the past, so it could be you, darling dears, is mentally trapped, tied up, unable to make a solid decision. Some people are actually being removed or released from some kind of incarceration. Could be physically kidnapped or in prison, darling dear. But it also speaks about someone being mentally trapped over you, making some kind of hasty, blind choice. I'm getting the impression of someone who's used to what? Taking the pee with you, darling dear. They're looking at a decision that they've actually made, realizing that decision or whatever action they took towards you is causing you to turn your back on a situation and move forward. Queen of Cups, remembering your loyalty, darling dear. This is also about your intuition. This is someone who is nourishing, nurturing, someone who is a good advisor, as well as did I say, highly intuitive. This is about you what? Putting the lid on your unconditional love in a situation. And choosing what? Your work and your future. Focusing on what you can actually what? Change in your life. The Eight of Pentacles in the upright also speaks about you being committed to a new direction. Raising the bar somewhat. Some of you are working with your hands. You're perfectionists to a point. But it's about your ambitions. Your ambitions, when you continue to focus on them, it's going to give you the what? The welcomed outcome that you've been looking for. When we see 2 8s on the table, it speaks about for some indication of a brief affair or some kind of an argument or a fight that somebody is regretting, darling dear, realizing that you was always loyal. Oh, but you're not confusing your cranium. This is about thinking clearly. In the reverse, this is ruminating thoughts, darling dear. You're not going to be wasting thoughts on situations that you put a lot of hard work into. And it's about you what? Turning your back on situations and circumstances that did not appreciate your presence. Well, guess what? You're about to give them the gift of your shapely back. Law 16 of the 48 laws of power. Love it. I don't hate it. No, I'm being told to go to another deck to clarify these. Give it a good shufti and wake up the deck, clarifying the 2 of Wands. Oh, what did I say? This is an argument, a fight, somebody that thought they could cheat you mentally, darling dear. Or somebody that possibly cheated on you. It could be a lover, a friend, or a family member. This person would love to come back into your situation, always looking over their shoulder, mentally trapped on how you're what? Bending the matrix as you continue to move forward. Queen of Cups, remembering the loyalty that you brought to brought to the tableau. The Queen of Cups is also somebody that you could find in a long-term relationship, a long-term friendship. Somebody who was possibly seen as, or they're now seeing you as what? A caring person. Somebody, as I said, nurturing to a situation, but it's also about your wisdom and your maturity, which is pushing you to what? Focus on your goals and your achievements, because your ships will surely come in. Some of you haven't been getting the comeback on efforts that you've been putting forward, but you have to remember, things take time. Clarifying this cheating cheatara, possibly a liar. Oh, we have the Page. Somebody who was what? Looking at the ideas. Maybe you've got a new idea, a new business, or you are actively taking actions in a new direction, focusing on your spiritual journey, or using your intuition to guide you through. Ones represent intuition as well. Yeah, look, 2 different cards, 78 cards in the deck, darling. There are 2 different decks. Come on. 8 of Pentacles. This is about releasing situations with people that actually kept you mentally stuck. Could be why what? Weighing you down with their issues and their problems. Remember, energy is everything. And if you're listening to somebody what? Download or offload on you all of the time, it's tying you up as well, spiritually as well as mentally. Focus on your own goals, dreams. This is about your hard work paying off. Things take time to what? Come to fruition. And for you, my darling dear, you have the what? The 7. The 7 speaks about you what? Continuing to reflect on the progress you've made up to this point. Your money is looking good in the next 48 hours. Something that you thought you'd lost, darling dear, is about to have a resurrection. Clarify this mental trapment. Yeah. Baby, when we see the 2 of Pentacles on its face, this means what? More than one, darling dear. Yes, more than one. Somebody who is maybe a bit codependent, somebody who wanted you to go down Bobby Brown, somebody that was what? Possibly preying on your downfall. These people or persons are juggling and struggling, and they would love to give you that energy. They're mentally trapped about how you're getting on with your life. Yeah, because judgment has found their address. This is an ex-friend, an ex-partner, ex-family member, whatever it is. This person would love to come back to your situation. Look how it's in juxtaposed to the Seven of Swords. This person would love to sneak back, but they don't know how to approach you, darling dear. I've always said, if they've really crossed you, they must approach you with their head on the platter. Yes, baby. The head must be separated from the body, and they must be carrying said platter. That would be great. They're trying to do a cleanup in aisle number 2. Base of the deck, because you've created some kind of a stable foundation, and this is also the indicator of an invitation to some kind of a celebration, whether a wedding, whatever the celebration may be, darling dear. Not everything you're invited to must you attend, because you'll be meeting a lot of people that are going on that are actually under judgment at this moment in time. And misery loves company. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Someone remembering your loyalty and crying into their fists. Luke 62:22. Pressed, pumped, and perturbed. Sword energy also speaks about the communication. Maybe they said something out of turn, or maybe they interrupted your work processes. Darling dear. Yeah. Conflict and confusion, darling dear. But the 5 also speaks about you changing. You've gone from the 4 of Wands to the 5. This is about what? A spiritual upgrade. This is people have to realize everybody can be, no one is above being left behind, especially if they come with conflict and confusion, or deliberately what? Interrupt you to cause confusion in your life. Because what you're seeking, darling dears, is seeking you. If you're looking for a new love situation, darling dears, some of you are. You focused on your bag. This is why divine is about to what? Grant you with what? Your true divinely guided partner. In some cases, it will be true love's first kiss. Yes, baby. Bring in balance. This a like-minded soul being attracted to you. Good God. Is love in the air? Clarify the 2 of Cups. We wants to know. Baby, it's like all of the repeating cards. 2 times the 2 of Wands, 2 different decks. Because you turned your back on negative situations, darling dears. This is somebody realizing their worth, realizing that there's a whole world, almost 8 billion of us, darling dear, and what you truly deserve is about to be granted unto you. Why? As a cardinal sign, you put your back into it. Cardinal sign is somebody who takes the time to tackle situations slowly, but yet they will tackle them head on. You are natural born leaders. Creative. This is a new beginning for you, darling dears. A new beginning. It could be a new friendship. It may not just be romantical, darling dear. It could also mean platonic. Yeah. Because you've got someone watching, King of Swords. This is somebody who masks their emotions. And it could also mean you, darling dear, being promoted in whatever field you are in. It could be in the legal field. Yes. Yes, so some of you are writers, teachers, something to do with your cranium, something that you have to sit down, or you've actually, it's the achievement of some kind of studying goal in the form of what? It could be a degree, it could be a master's, it could even be a diploma, whatever you've been working for, darling dears. This is you coming through cum laude, with honors. But someone is watching you, base of the deck. They want to come through with helping hands, and again, it might be, it's a page. Good golly and gosh. A page. If you're coming through as the King of Swords, darling dear, you don't want that cup. It's a cup of hopium and bull swanky, and it's also reminding you that whomsoever is watching from a past situation, they're seeing you as a big fat missed opportunity. You don't want that rusty cup. It's full of hopium and skullduggery. Clarify the 7 of Swords. It's about you thinking clearly about the situation and the future that you had. Look at, when you read tarot, always look to see where the characters are looking. You're looking back at the hard work you've put into whatever it is you're focusing on at this moment in time. Thinking clearly. Wanting to move on from circumstances and situations that kept you stuck. You had to ask for help in order to what? Leave that situation, or realize that you can begin again. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. Yeah, crying into their fist, darling dear. Somebody's realizing what they lost in you, darling dear. Queen of Cups, the loyalty, the nurturing, your intuitive advice, all of this and that. Regret. Let me ring the bell. Clear that bad energy. Let it stay with them. Yeah. Back is turned, darling dear, to whatever they're going to try and come through with. You're focused on your goals, your dreams, and whatever you choose, darling dears. Because you have to remember, what you do today is the future you create for tomorrow. Yeah. And you don't want any challenges. Base of the deck, being divinely guided. You've been in lots of unjust situations. This is you standing in your authority as you are being spiritually guided. Spiritually guided to what? Let's split the deck. To relax, darling dear. Relax and heal. This is about recuperation, possibly after a violent argument, or you may have come across some information intuitively, because swords also represent downloads, darling dears. And I told you, with the planetary energies, you're going to be getting some kind of premonitions about a situation. I want to know some more about this love situation. Let's get another deck. Base of the deck. Somebody's definitely stressed out, pressed, pumped, and perturbed. Either they're too fat or they're too skinny, they're unable to sleep. This is being terrorized, darling dear. Somebody's putting themselves through it. Why are they so worried about what you're doing, big cat, when you're focused on your bag, your dreams, your goals, and your ambitions? Why are they pressed and pumped and perturbed? Because they realize there's going to be no more progress in the situation. You said what you said in my Nene Leaks voice. There will be no partnerships or what? Remaking up of any situation that has had you on a knife's edge. This is about you following your intuition to move away from those that are codependent, obsessively jealous. You realize exactly what they're bringing to the table. Continue to be that natural born leader, and you're looking sexy in them streets as you continue to take care of yourself. You have to understand, not every smiling face is a true friend, darling dear. And not everyone that offers you advice is going to give you the right advice. Sometimes it's advice that will keep you stuck. Always listen to your intuition. It's a powerful voice once you get quiet. And it's also, some of you are being guided to leave addictive behaviors behind. It could be anything from drugs, alcohol, the biggie sex, I don't know, video games, whatever you've been wasting time on, darling dear. It's time for you to sit in the seat as only the Queen of Wands can. Base of the deck. Because whatever you've been working on, you've made nothing but slow but steady progress. This also speaks about someone who is diligent and methodical. Tell me more about this diligent, methodical person. And to the Queen, we have a King. This is a divine match, darling dears. Somebody who's as spiritual as you, someone who is actually on your spiritual pay grade. I repeat, your spiritual pay grade. Love it. But this is a situation that's going to take time to unfold. Base of the deck. Good golly and gosh. You've got a King of Pentacles. Who is this king? What do you want? Weren't expecting that. King of Pentacles, somebody. Okay, that comes through with the truth roof. Because we've got the Ace of Swords on the King of Pentacles, this is about your finances, darling dears. You're going to see a turnaround in your finances in the next 48 hours. The due diligence that you actually been putting in that effort to work, darling dears, you're going to see your situation turn around. And that's the truth roof. Pinkies up. Yeah. Bringing in emotional fulfillment and happiness. What's this? Spiritually guided. And again, we see that that wand is about the sex. Yes, baby, somebody's going to be putting it on someone. Let me tell you something. If it's a new situation, take your time, darling dear, before you get involved in the genitalia area. Take the time to get to know this person and make sure that they're a true match. Because the King of Wands, as we know of old, can be someone that has unsatisfied eyes, conceited. Why? They love to charm others, darling dears. But you are equally as You're equally, how can I put it? You're of an equal standing. Base of the deck, emotional fulfillment. After heartbreak. And this is the when you see the 2 tens, it's breakthrough. Yes, there was a generational curse, but it seems like you are the game changer in that particular situation. The 10 of Cups is an emotional fulfillment. Happy days are here again. Star card, miracle. I told you, if it's your finances, you will see a change in your situation. Love situation. Your true divinely guided partner is about to reveal themselves to you. Yeah. You already know this. Major arcana, darling dear. Moon energy. This is a moving away from the bad friends, the bad company. It's about you separating yourself. We already saw the 4 of Swords. Removing certain situations from your life. It took a time for you to realize who you are and own your gangster. And divine is about to give you what you truly deserve. Let's get a final message. Gonna go with the wellness deck. That's a lot of cards. Yeah. Out of the key. Moving away from, yes, baby. Some of you moved away from a situation where you was dealing with a mask-wearing marauder. Someone who loved to wear a mask and no condom. This is about you having taken the time, and it's going to be plain sailing as your ships come in, moving towards, and for some of you it will actually mean travel over the next 48 hours, moving on, having closed those issues. What date is it today? Today is I believe it's the 4th. The 8th is the lunar eclipse, and I believe it's going to be a full lunar eclipse in Taurus on the 8th. So the ending of a cycle, darling dear. Having done all of the healing, this is why divine is going to bless you with what you truly deserve. Yeah. ending those issues. Yeah, because it's time. Yeah. You healed, darling dear. From a heartbreaking situation. But you have to understand, certain people are called into your life to what? Wake you up to whom you truly are. We saw the Queen of Cups. You're nurturing, darling dear, but you was nurturing the wrong situations until you what? Decided to cut off whatever that situation was and focus on your mental health, focus on your job, whatever it was, darling dear. It was something tangible. We saw the Pentacles energy, something that you can touch and feel, darling dears. Moving forward. Whomsoever that is from the past, they would love to talk to you again. But they will always treat you like you're not enough. Leave them where they are. Blind. Don't literally, I don't mean really go and blind you, but pay no attention, darling dear. The past is the past for a reason. And it's only for what? Reference material. Let's split the deck. Phoenix, darling dear. From the ashes, baby. On that notes, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. Just saw 555 on the counter. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby, a new phase is beginning for you. As you're ascending, darling dear, spiritual ascension is what we all are aiming to achieve. But until you know yourself and know your worth and add tax, you'll always be rinsing and repeating cycles with people that don't deserve an inch of your time. Remember, I told you that. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Aries!